Alrighty, hello everyone, busygamerdad back again, going to be continuing our session gameplay series, getting back to the normalcy, getting back to the normal stuff where we have a game that will take over the course of 3 episodes, 20 to 30 minutes. This week we are taking a look at None Shall Intrude. I picked this game up when it was on sale, and I thought it would be a really fun get for us. This just went through an update, as I understand it, on April 30th, where they did some huge optimizations. They added a bunch of new content to it and revamped a lot of the systems and things like that. So I'm covering the game. I picked it up when it was on sale. I will have a link for the game should you want to pick it up for yourselves directly, or if you want to wishlist it and get your game on sale just like I do, because I'm a busy gamer and I don't have a lot of time to play all the games that I want to, and I usually just wishlist them like I do with many of the other YouTubers that I follow, and pick them up when they're on sale and try and cover them on the channel to show that you too can start your own YouTube channel about games you don't have time to play for and you pick up on sale. It's a cyclical thing. I hope you guys have seen that by now, that's what the whole scope of the channel is, that we're busy gamers, we have a little bit of time to play, and yeah, you have something on your wish list and then somebody recovers it and you're just like, oh hey, wait, I want to play that game. So what is this game? What is None Shall Intrude? Basically, if you played World of Warcraft or any MMO in your life, you are the big bad evil dragon, and you are going to slay the heroes. They're coming into your lair, they're coming to try and take your stuff, they're coming to, dispense justice on you because you might have burned a village, or they're just coming to try and make a name for themselves and dispatching some big monster that's on the map, and they're like, oh, we need to kill that thing over there to make sure that our kingdom is safe, even though they've never done anything wrong to us. That's the whole scope of the game, and they don't understand that what they're getting into is going to kill them, totally and completely. So I am going to jump into this. This first episode is going to be on the rails with the tutorial and everything like that. But as you can see, there are a lot of mechanics here. Like I said, you are the boss. You are the big, bad, evil dragon. And I say that, well, maybe neutral dragon. Because, I don't know what the humans did. I don't know what the elves did. But anyways, you have a lot of roguelite elements within the game mechanics, and you have a lot of abilities that you can use. This is a phasic type of game where you have, like you see right there, it says Phase 1, Phase 2, and just like any of the boss fights that you might have had in any of the MMOs that you have ever played, or any of the like Dark Souls games or things like that, where bosses go into certain phases, that's what this game entails, where you, again, are the boss. You have these certain phases, you have these certain mechanics, and you can do certain things at certain phases that you couldn't do previously, or you do a completely whole new set of abilities. So I am going to, like I said, play the tutorial, and we're going to jump into it. Just so I don't look like an idiot, and you know how to play this game. Mighty One, I know you've been in a deep slumber for decades, but we've been raided. Oh no! I will slay you, beast, and claim all your loot. So they're just greedy. She's just greedy, the huntress. Allow me to remind you of your basics. So it's on a tile format. We will have cards that we can play. We have a general AP system. Down here is our attack power. We have our rage that builds up and it does additional mechanical damages and things like that. You can see here, gain rage by playing cards. Every 1 AP generates 5 rage, and it will help us do certain abilities. As a dragon, we control fire, earth, and wind cards. Grab the fireball card and place it on this tile. So I will click and I will drag and I will drop it right there. Bam, done, great. Notice how the normal tile changes into a charred tile. Each elemental card has a unique interaction with the tile. So again, this is super important for those meta-knowledge mechanics of like, hey, you're going to turn this into a charred tile, so if they walk on it, they take damage. Or you put it behind them and then do a wing buffet and knock them into the charred tile, having them take more damage. Things like that you need to make sure that you're looking at maximizing the damage about. So like here, we're going to be using the whirlwind card, and we're going to blast the charred tile with it, and what that will do is that will expand the charred tile, and it will make it all the more effective to kind of create an area of denial. Don't stand in the red, but we want these adventurers to be stupid. We want them to stand in the red. It's fine if they stand in the red. We don't want to stand in the red. We want them to stand in the red. Congratulations, you've discovered your first special interaction. Charred tiles wind can spread charred tiles to nearby tiles. So we can also look up in here if there's any other interactions that we can have forgotten about up here in our codex, essentially. Getting more information about special interactions we've unlocked. Here you can click more. Oh, I have to actually do that. Sorry, it was on repeat. All right, good. So now we can do this, and we can do the tile effects, and we can see what's kind of here. There's actually a whole bunch of them that are inside here that can get unlocked over time. So this is the charred tile. There's a wind tile. There's a shattered tile. There's a lava tile. There's a lightning tile. And I believe this is a mud tile or a rock tile. I'm not entirely sure. Cool. Awesome. Now, use the fireball on the charred tile again. Click and hold, bam, right there. And now it turned it into a lava tile. And so it deals 300 damage to the enemies. Again, if you have, now this is again, like you might think like, well, what happens if I put a wind tile on the lava tile? I don't know. We're going to find out when we can. So that's the scope of the game and the general mechanics. And as you can see, it leads itself into being a very interactive game where you have to synergize the cards that you have against the heroes that you're going up against, and you have to play to your strengths and their weaknesses as much as you can, and try and maximize the amount of zone denial that you have, as well as direct damage to the healers and maybe the DPS as well, the squishy targets first. On every attack, HP is shown. During their turn, enemies will try and hit you equal to the number of the attack. So it looks like they're going to try and hit us if they are in range for 500. And so this is the Huntress. She's the hero unit, as it were, it looks like. Additionally, every enemy hero also displays cards and has their own deck. You can check what's the next card they're going to play. So this one here is to deal, instead of 500, it's going to deal 1500. So that's 3 times what you see there. The enemies can play cards, move, and the enemies play cards, move, and attack in that order. So they will play the card, move, and then attack if they can do that. Make sure you understand that mechanic. Make sure you understand that throughput. Next time, you should remember how to inhale and exhale. This should come naturally to you. Use a momentum card and go into the inhale state. So we'll do that right now. We'll do where's the inhale card? Do I have that? Momentum card is right here. Right there. Inhale triggers, cards trigger bonus abilities if the exhale state is active. So now we have it down here. It tells us what state we're in. We're in the exhale state. Use a fire breath card to exhale. So it looks like this does a bonus amount of damage in an AoE. 1600. If I hit them right there, yeah, might as well hit them right like that. But it only did 800 because they might have armor, question mark, and it made charred tiles. And we have one more card left. Apply Earth or apply Whirlwind. Or I can do this. What if I do, this is 0 and this is 1. So can I do this? How come it's not letting me do it? So I did that again. So I'm in an inhale state. Interesting. It didn't seem to let me do that because it was, I mean, the flame breath was its own thing. Alright, so now they took damage because they started their turn there. We're going to take a hit. And we took another 500 damage. And now we're basically going to try and dispatch them. So instead of 800, are we still in an inhale state? It does not carry over, so that's good to know. Alright, so we're going to do our inhale. And we're going to blap them again. And then, what does Whirlwind do? I want to see what this does. Oh, it restores an AP. So a wind on a lava tile gives us an extra damage. Or an extra, not damage, sorry, extra attack point. What does that do? Oh, that made a mine. That made a landmine. Oh, nice, awesome. Welcome to the world map. Let's take our revenge by conquering their lands. Yes, they must fear the dragon called Smog, because they tried to take my stuff, and I was just taking a nap. I mean, really, if somebody comes in and tries to steal my stuff while I'm taking a nap, I'm going to be a little mad, too. I don't know if I need to go on a rage quest in the neighborhood to take all their houses and stuff like that, but, I'm still going to be pretty upset. All right, let's see. You can move the arrow around the map with WASD or the arrow keys while holding it down. Yep, mouse in the middle, you can try. Okay, cool, awesome. I did that. Zoom in and out, zooming in and out. Alright, map looks stronger enemies, yield better rewards. As you venture deeper, you'll encounter increasingly more powerful foes. Left click on the node to see the next fight. Right here, very easy, very easy, very easy. But like this is the Great Colleen. This is the Black Heel. And this is Tashan's Chosen. And we get a reward from that. We get money. And we get a reward. And then like this one here is very hard. There's Malthrax is another dragon. That's very interesting. I wonder if we take him out, we'll actually have him in the future potential run for the game. Alright, next fight. So you want me to take this one? Left click the node. Right there. Okay, so allow me to remind you of some exciting elemental combos you can create. Play the avalanche tile. Oh, it wants me to play it right there. I have to play it right there. Okay, fine. Okay, this is a rubble tile. And then let's play the avalanche card on top of it again. Okay, now I've created a boulder tile. At the end of your next turn, the boulder grants us armor. Oh, well that's just nice. Cool. Right, boulder tiles are excellent for defense, and if you apply another earth to the boulder, you'll gain 500. So wow, that stacks quite a bit. That stacks. So if we need a recovery round, that's where we need to go. Alright, good job. End our turn. So where does it tell me I have how much armor? Up here? Right here. Yeah, so it looks like I got 1,000 armor. And it looks like they're going to do... There's no hero unit, but there's like... There's 6 archers? Yeah, there's 6 archers and 2 knights. That's going to be 1,200 damage. That's 2,000 damage, so I'm still going to take 1,000. I mean, I don't like that idea, but it's okay. Ouch, notice how these archers are lined up. A firebomb should hit them all at once. Create one. Okay, by doing... yep, use a firebomb on the tire. Okay. Yep, so that's what I did before. Great, we created a firebomb. Now we have to detonate it by using the other fireball. Yep, firebombs can explode, destroying enemies. Or if an enemy steps on them, let's detonate it by using the other fireball. Got it. I could see where that was coming. I'm smart. Wow, 400 damage in a row, too. That's actually a really good interaction for wiping out an entire column of enemies. Good job. Let's end our turn. We're out of cards. You don't say. Let me show you one more combo. Play Whirlwind here. I will. You created a Gust tile. Now let's play another Whirlwind. So that creates the Storm tile. Tornado tile. Okay, that's the tornado tile. You've now created a tornado, and a tornado pushes enemies back, standing on them at the end of the turn. Okay? So he's going to land on the chart tile. Let's see what happens when you play a wind tile on a tornado tile. Okay? Yep, so that moved everyone back. Nice. Tornadoes are great for pushing enemy units back. So if I do 3 of those, I will be able to knock enemies back and into potentially surrounding hazards and things. Lastly, let's play a fireball, and what is this going to do? What is that going to do? Oh, created a firestorm, a fire tornado that does an AoE on the whole board. Not a lot of damage, but still AoE damage to everyone. Pretty good, and it's non-discriminatory. Great, so let's run out of cards. We'll end our turn. I don't think they get a chance to act, do they? No, I guess I gotta just finish this out. Alright, so there's only these guys right here, so if I were just I wonder what would happen if I did this right there. That would finish him off. I get some armor. Oh, that didn't do what I thought it would do. Now I want to see what happens if I do this. So it moves it out, so it spreads it out. Got it. Okay, that's pretty fun. And it looks like I can finish this guy off or those off. I think we're going to finish the archer off. There. And then I'm out of there. And then I'm going to step forward, and I get hit for 200. Got it. Alright, now if I do the avalanche card right there, and I do this right here, that should take... Oh, he has armor? 100 armor per turn. Oh, that's just annoying. Yeah, finish him off. Nice. And then set that up. We're going to take no damage, I don't think. Yeah, we're pretty okay. So I want to just see what happens if I stack that there, spread it around a little bit more. I guess it's fine. Just finish him up. Finish him up. That's all good. Alright, you can see how many moves you have left before the Kingdom Hero appears again. That will be the final fight. So 25 more moves. However, beware, for every 5 moves you make, they will still send a raiding party after you. Oh, notice that when you hover over the map, you can see the border region. Capturing every node within a region will allow you to conquer it. And I'm assuming we get a passive bonus from that. Every region has its own unique rewards. upon conquering. Yep, that makes sense. And you can check the rewards by hovering the region. So we get this urn thing. I don't know what that urn thing does. It's a relic. That's what that is. Okay. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Cool. Let's attack this last node and conquer this region. Right click on the hero node and begin the fight. What if I don't want to? I guess you're going to make me. The Green Menace. Here's our rage bar. Once it's full, you can unleash a devastating ultimate attack, I'm sure. Each attack card you play fills your rage meter by 5, and for every AP the card costs. Okay. Another way of looking at it is by another way of gaining rage is by applying fire and lava tiles. Let's try it. Oh, so we have flare. This is a new card for us. Grab the target with the fireball. Okay, so we put that down right here and burn that tile up. And then we put the whirlwind to propagate that around. And then we can use the flare card right here. And that turned everything into lava tiles. Now that you have some lava tiles, let's grab a target for the flare. Rage. Okay, so click here. What does this do? Charge. So now that we have some lava tiles, let's grab a target. Let's target a flare card on each. I don't have one. I had to end my turn. Got it. So right here. Unleash your rage power by pressing here. And that does use 500 damage to heroes and any other enemies. Oh my goodness. We just lit the whole board on fire. As a mighty boss, you change phases. Losing HP. Yep. Okay, that makes sense. When you change phases, you gain 100 attack. Okay. You will learn new boss mechanics. These mechanics will work across different phases. This is all I have to teach you. Have fun. Good luck. All the things. Great. Awesome. I don't know what to do now. Come back. Alright, so I guess I want to do this and just like kill. If I did these three and those three, or if I did those three and leaving two, I think no matter what I'm going to do, I'm always going to end up with two left. So let's finish those there. And wait, hang on, let's do that right there, and then I will finish you off. Because then they'll start their turn on that, and they'll die instantly. They're going to move up and hit us, and that's just something that's going to happen. And then you're going to start your turn on the lava. You're going to die. I mean, they don't have really much of a choice. Silly DPS. Standing in the fire. Ugh, don't they know anything? Oh, we gained a level? Question mark? Or no, that was just a tutorial. Got it. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Cool. I think that we have a little bit of time to start our next endeavor, and then we'll go on to it. Hopefully. Alright, so this guy's still down here. Molthrax. He's still down there kind of kicking around, being a jerk and everything like that. I do have, I don't know about you guys, but it's the season right now, and I don't know if you have this problem, but I get some, I know what causes dry skin in the summertime, and it's a towel. Yeah, there's your dad joke. Yeah, we spend a lot of our time at the pool, so yeah, we have a lot of dry skin. All right, so we get card mechanic, we get a card. I don't know what's up here. I'm not sure. I don't know what this is. It looks like it's a little bit choose your own adventure-y. There's the Dragon Slayer, very difficult. There's Razel the Reaper. I'm assuming that we're not going to be able to get them this go. We're going to fail, but I hope you guys stick around for it. Let's go into here. Let's take this easy fight. Let's go to Molthrax. Let's see what that guy's about. The scoundrel has 5,000 HP. Add 2 poison to the boss deck. Fire breath, exhale. Okay, so I'm going to drop this on you. And I don't really think that I need to... Hang on. 2. Yeah, I'm going to have you do that. I'm just going to, focus fire you. Why would I not do that? You're just there. And he's going to take a bonus 300. He's going to add 2 poison cards. I don't really have much of a choice. Little mechanic there. Going to get into range. Alright, so if I do momentum, is that going to help me? No, it did not really help me. I mean, it's a zero cost ability. Alright, so if I were to do this here and that there, and then hit you here, is that going to propagate it around? So I just basically canceled everything out. I was looking for like how this would interact, and I just wanted to understand. So basically that just negated everything around there. You can't have two tiles on there. So now I took 2,000 damage. That's a bit of a nuisance. And there's that poison card. This is, I'm assuming, like a bonus thing that we can get. If this card is in your hand... Oh, wow. Okay, so I need to spend that card. I don't have much of a choice. I'll hit you twice there. And then I'm going to apply a wind card to that to see maybe if I can get the gold, question mark? So yep, I'm going to add 2 points to my 2 poisons to my deck, and he's going to hit me for another 200. That's unfortunate. Alright, so I'm going to try for this. It's probably a bad idea. Let's go here. And then do that. Yeah. So this might not be worth it. I mean, I got some armor. Alright, cool. Great. Took that hit right to the face. Hit you with that. There, we got plus 50 gold. Hooray! I'm that much richer. I don't know what to do with that information. I'm not going to do this because then they're not going to take their damage on the beginning of their turn and get roasted. So, yes, exactly. You turn into a corpse. Claim the rewards. What did I get? I got a new card. So, Sandworm. Earth Elemental combo. Gain more armor. Okay, that's probably smart. Knockback units, 2-tile tail swipe. I want to go with Flare, because I know what Flare does, and I know how to use that. He says not knowing how to use Flare, and not knowing what he's doing at all. Alright, now we have a random reward, a random event, or we have an easy reward. Do I have to do both of these? It looks like I do. Let's do this one here? No, let's do the random one. Let's do the random one. A series of divine questions emerges as a challenge from the gods, promising riches in exchange for your answers. The very essence of this celestial quiz beckons, testing your wit and wisdom so that's a typo, the pursuit of untold wealth. Answer the question right and gain 300 gold. What effect does the wind tile have on? I have no idea. I have no idea. The wind tile might have the crack effect. It won't have the puddle effect, right? Like, the wind tile... I don't even know if I have had ice yet. I have not seen that at all. So I don't know. I'm going to say nothing. Did I get it? I got it. I got it. I got it right. I got it right. Hooray! I'm so smart. Yay! Oh, that made me feel pretty smart right there. I'm not going to say I got it, like, you know, because I knew what it was. I was just a random educated guess because I hadn't seen it in our mix of cards yet. But this was Busy Gamer Dad showing you guys None Shall Intrude. This is our session gameplay this week. Hopefully you like it. I will have a link for it should you want to pick it up for yourselves outright, or if you want to wishlist it like how I get most of my games. While you happen to be down there, do the whole like and the subscribe button. That helps the channel grow, and thank you very much for your time out of your schedule to take a look at the game with me. We will have another 2 episodes coming up this week. Hope to see you there. Later.